So we're just carrying on with the conversion thing that we were working on last time. You can use the same method for converting, even if you have more than one unit to convert. Just take care of one conversion, and then move on to the other conversions that you have to do. Usually it's like 2 conversions. So for example, you can run the 50-yard dash in 5.8 seconds. At this speed, how fast are you running in miles per hour? Some of you may actually have wondered, how fast am I running in miles per hour? If you run the 50 in 5.8 seconds, how fast are you running in miles per hour? That's what we're going to figure out. So to set this up, you got the 50-yard dash, and you're running in 5.8 seconds. So that means you run 50 yards every 5.8 seconds. The way that I said that leads me to write 50 yards every 5.8 seconds. If it was 100 yards running at the same pace, it would probably take you like 11.6 seconds, right? Is that pretty fast or is that pretty slow? Is that fast for freshman or sophomore? Okay. It's not like Olympic speed, but it's pretty fast for a freshman or sophomore. Okay. So we want to convert this to not yards per second, we want miles per hour. So that means the yards has to disappear and turn into miles somehow, and the seconds has to disappear and turn into hours somehow. Okay? Now we're going to go through this very slowly. Does anybody actually know how many yards there are in 1 mile? It's not 3,000 something. All right, so we don't know off the top of our head. So that means we're going to have to turn it into something we do know. Is there any unit we do know for miles? Feet. How many feet are in a mile? 5,280. Right. Now, how could I go from yards to feet? How many yards are in a foot, or how many feet are in a yard? There's 3 feet in every yard. So now I can go from yards to feet and then from feet to miles, because those are all conversions I know. Okay? Remember, page 14 in your planner does have conversions. So I want to turn yards into miles first. That means I need to multiply by a new fraction. I want to get rid of yards, so where do I put yards? In the bottom. And the unit that I know how to convert from yards is feet. So I'm putting feet up top. Okay, now I want to get rid of feet and turn feet into miles. So how do I get rid of feet? Put it on the bottom, and then miles will go on the top. So that will give me the correct units here. I have my miles. So now I'm going to go back and switch seconds into hours. Does anybody know the conversion for seconds to hours off the top of your head? How many seconds are in 1 hour? 60 seconds in 1 hour? All right, so we don't know that conversion off the top of our head. But is there a unit in between that we could go to from seconds? Seconds to minutes, and then minutes to hours. Okay, those are conversions we know. So, times, again, I want to get rid of seconds now. Seconds is over here. So where do I need to put seconds for it to disappear? On the top. We're trying to form fancy ones. I want seconds to cancel from the bottom, so I got to put seconds in the top. What will I put on the bottom then? Not miles, minutes. All right, and we don't want minutes though. We want hours. We're working with the time part here. So how do I get rid of minutes? Put it on top. And hours now on the bottom. Okay, so let's do the little unit analysis here. We'll cross stuff off as we go. I have yards divided by yards. The yards will go away. I have feet divided by feet. The feet will go away. I have miles sitting here, but that's what I want. The miles don't go away, so that's good. We have miles. Now I have seconds and seconds. Seconds divided by seconds is gone. I have minutes and minutes. Those divide out. They're gone. And now I'm left with hours. So I have miles on top, hours on the bottom. That's miles per hour. Now all I have to do is fill in all my numbers here, and I'll have the right answer. So, how many feet are in a yard? 3 feet in 1 yard. How many miles are in a foot? Or maybe I need to go the other way. How many feet are in 1 mile? 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Then how many seconds are in a minute? 60 seconds in 1 minute. And then 60 minutes in 1 hour. By the way, the conversion, there are 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. Okay, so now all we have to do is multiply these numbers out. What's 50 times 3 times 1 times 60 times 60? I have no idea. I'm going to try to do this in my head. 60 times 50 would be 3,000. 3,000 times 3 would be 9,000. 9,000 times 60 would be like 90,000 times 6. That would be 54,000? Yep. 54,000 miles per... Now I can't do this one. We have 5.8 times 1 times 5280 times 1 times 1. So that's 5.8 times 5280. What is it? Close to 30,000 probably. What is it? $33,000? What? Oh, geez. I'm just going to use this calculator here. 30,624. Like that? And that's hours. So you could, at this pace, running a 50-yard dash in 5.8 seconds, you could run 54,000 miles, but it would take you 30,624 hours to do it. I want to know miles per 1 hour, though. I want the unit rate. So we need to divide that out. What's 50,000 divided by 30,624? 1 point something. One 1.3-ish maybe. This doesn't seem right to me. What is it? .76 miles per hour. Does that seem fast or slow? Seems slow? The reason it seems slow is because this is supposed to be 540,000. So I need an extra zero in here. 540,000. 50 times 3 times 60 times 60 is 540,000. Now if we divide that out, what do we get? It's not 1.76. So divided by 17.6 miles per hour. That makes more sense, okay? So making that mistake there was actually good. I'm glad that we made that mistake because we could tell that 1.76 miles per hour is really slow. Like, there's no way that it should take you that long. I should say, there's no way running a mile at 1.76 miles per hour makes any sense, okay? Because that would take you like a half an hour to do that. And we know that you're running faster than that. So 17.6 miles per hour makes a lot more sense. This is the right answer. So always when you're dealing with story problems, think about your answer, make sure it makes sense, okay? The second problem, at a paintball course. Anybody play paintball in here? Yeah? All right, me too. At a paintball course, the maximum legal speed of a paintball is 270 feet per second. How many miles per hour is that? I don't know either. Actually, I do know. Any guesses? 45 miles an hour? To 50? Okay. Well, let's do the conversions here, and let's find out. How fast is that paintball traveling if it's going 270 feet per second? Do that quickly and well, and then I'll tell you a story. We have 270 feet per how many seconds? 1 second. 270 feet per 1 second. I don't want feet per second, I want miles per hour. So let's take care of the feet first. Times, how do I get rid of feet? Put it on the bottom, and what am I putting on the top? Miles. We're taking out the feet and turning it into miles. How many feet are in a mile? 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So now we are in miles per second, but I want miles per hour. So if you know the conversion from seconds to hours, you can do that in one move. I just told you what it was. It's 3,600. But if not, then go seconds to minutes and then minutes to hours. I'll go seconds to minutes and then minutes to hours. I want to get rid of seconds, which is in the denominator here. So I need to put seconds where? In the numerator here. And I'm going to turn that into minutes. Don't abbreviate minutes as M. That looks like meters then. Don't abbreviate miles as M either. Okay? How many seconds are in 1 minute? So 60 seconds in 1 minute. Now I want to get rid of minutes and turn it into hours, so I put minutes where? On top, and hours on the bottom. How many minutes are in 1 hour? 60 minutes in 1 hour. Okay, so check your units to make sure that they work out correctly. We start with feet. We have feet here. Those are gone, and I'm left with miles. And I didn't do anything else with miles, so miles is it up top. I have seconds here. Those divide out. I have minutes here and minutes here. Those divide out. And I'm left with hours. So in the numerator, I have just miles. In the denominator, I have just hours. Miles per hour is my units that I want in the end. So I'm good to go. Multiply across 270 times 1 times 60 times 60. What is that? 97200. Another 0? You sure about that? Let me double check it. So we have 270 times 972,000. Okay, I believe you now. That's miles. Divided by 1 times 5280 times 1 times 1. 5280. That's hours. Okay, so then we divide that out. I'm pressing Control Enter. And what do we get? 0.09 or 0.1 miles per hour. So that paintball is going way faster than 50 miles an hour. It's going 184 miles an hour if it's going 270 feet per second at the range. Okay? So that's how you do unit conversions. It's done the same way no matter what the problem is. You just got to identify where to start and then figure out how to get units to cancel as you go so that in the end you wind up with the units that you were looking for.